Now we got to get to Mitt Romney eating a hot dog. Really important stuff. Speaking of the Senate, Mitt Romney posted this video a few days ago. It has gone viral.
Well, as you all know, today is National Hot Dog Day. And perhaps you also know that hot dog is my favorite meat. I love hot dogs. I love them in buns. I love them outside of buns. I love them with baked beans. I just like hot dogs. It's the best, best meat there is, without question. So to all of you who, like me, are celebrating National Hot Dog Day, congratulations to you, and may there be many, many more hot dogs served in our wonderful land.
Did you catch it? If you were listening, you didn't catch it. I know he sounds a little stilted. It has a little bit the aspect of, how do you do, fellow humans? He's wearing a hat that's got a hot dog on it. He's walking around with the hot dog. It's a little awkward, but kind of charming and endearing, actually, by the standard of Mitt Romney. Did you catch the problem, though? There's always something with this guy. And here's the problem. Ketchup. He's got ketchup on the hot dog. Of course he does. Of course Mitt Romney puts ketchup on the hot dog. I don't want to read too much into Mitt Romney's hot dog. It tells you a lot about his politics, though. No person over the age of 18, really no person over the age of 14 or 15, should ever put ketchup on a hot dog. It is sugary sweet. It destroys the delicious taste and flavor and complexities of the hot dog. A hot dog is meant to be enjoyed with chopped onions or relish. I'm not a big relish guy, but some people like it. Sauerkraut. I need sauerkraut on a hot dog. Mustard, but not ketchup. Ketchup is for little children. And this reflects Mitt Romney's politics. Mitt Romney's politics are for little children. Mitt Romney's politics are for people who don't want to play in the big leagues. Mitt Romney's politics are so doe-eyed, naive, innocent, or perhaps cynical. Mitt Romney is the kind of Republican who either always allows himself to get duped or concedes from the very beginning. What major political fight has Mitt Romney ever won for the conservatives? None. He invented Obamacare. That was unfortunate. He was run roughshod over in the race against Obama. And he spent the last 7 or 8 years attacking Republicans consistently and undermining conservative priorities. Maybe that's because he really believes what he says. And I give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe when he says, we just need to meet in the middle and be really conciliatory and come on, work across the aisle. Or maybe it's because he just thinks there's no viable path for conservative policies. Or maybe he's just a liberal himself. But either way, when it comes to conservative fighting, he behaves like a child, and apparently he eats like one too. Right now, go to puretalk.com/Knowles. You know a company is looking out for you when they upgrade your service and they don't even charge you for it. Well, that's what Pure Talk has done for new and current Pure Talk customers. Pure Talk just added data to every plan and included a mobile hotspot with no price increase whatsoever. If you've considered Pure Talk before but haven't made the switch, take a look again. For just $20 a month, you will get unlimited talk, text, and now 50% more 5G data, plus their new mobile hotspot. This is one of the many reasons I love Pure Talk. They're veteran-owned and only hire the best customer service team located right here in the great US of A. Most families are saving almost $1,000 a year. $1,000 a year. Imagine what you could do with that while enjoying the most dependable 5G network in America. Remember, you vote with how you spend your money, so stop supporting woke wireless companies that don't support you. Go to puretalk.com/Knowles. Save an additional 50% off your first month because they actually value you. That is puretalk.com/Knowles, K-N-O-W-L-E-S. Pure Talk wireless for Americans by Americans. Right now, go to goodranchers.com, use promo code Knowles. You know that I love anything made with top-of-the-line quality. I am a simple man. I am easily satisfied by the very best. When it comes to meat, that is Good Ranchers, period. I have Good Ranchers every 2 or 3 days now, I think. And probably the only reason I don't have it more is because I'm on the road a lot. The other night, we had beautiful Good Ranchers filet mignon and ribeye. And my only complaint about the dinner was that my little 1-year-old baby was gobbling up the ribeye faster than I was. You got to check out Good Ranchers, okay? The one thing that you might say has been missing from Good Ranchers, steak is great, the burger's unbelievable, the chicken's great. You might say, well, they're missing pork. until now. Good Ranchers just launched their prime pork, 100% American pork that is steakhouse quality. New pork box comes with bone-in and boneless pork chops, sausage, smoked brats, more. Right now you get $30 off with my code Knowles at goodranchers.com. They got everything. The prime beef, the prime pork, the better than organic chicken. It's just the greatest. Goodranchers.com. Use code Knowles. Goodranchers.com. Use code Knowles. Get $30 off any box. Goodranchers.com. American meat delivered. There's another very serious candidate waiting in the wings. Not even declared yet. That candidate would be Glenn Youngkin. Remember Glenn Youngkin? There have been two very, very impressive governors in the last couple of years. Ron DeSantis, of course, in Florida. Glenn Youngkin in Virginia. Glenn Youngkin wins his race in Virginia, which is a blue Commonwealth, by running, well, initially he tries to run on just cutting taxes and all that business country club kind of Republican stuff, and he was going nowhere. And then Glenn Youngkin leaned into more of the cultural issues. Critical race theory in schools. Bathrooms in schools. Daily Wire broke a story on that latter issue, and that story and that issue may have thrown the race to Glenn Youngkin. So Youngkin's there, and inside every governor is a president just waiting to come out. So Youngkin's looking at it. He's reportedly meeting with some donors. In fact, he's meeting with Trump's former Commerce Secretary, Wilbur Ross, hosting a meet and greet for Glenn Youngkin. Glenn Youngkin has no shortage of wealthy friends. He was the co-CEO of the Carlyle Group. I think it's the largest private equity fund in the world. They had this meet and greet at Wilbur Ross's Southampton, or they're having the meet and greet at Wilbur Ross's Southampton home. And what is Youngkin doing here? Is he declaring? No. Is he starting a super PAC? No. But he reportedly sent word to Trump that he's only making these moves so that he can be in the discussion and in contention for VP. Now, again, this is all just according to reports from the New York Post and some other places now. But assuming those reports are right, this is a smart move for Youngkin. Because if you're Glenn Youngkin, you're thinking, okay, in many ways, I'm comparable to Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is more conservative than I am. Ron DeSantis is more effective than I am. But Florida is also more conservative than Virginia is. So given our relative states, okay, I'm doing okay. But DeSantis is being just ground up in the Donald Trump meat grinder, as would any candidate. And so I want to put myself in a position where I could be the president, especially as Donald Trump's facing 3 indictments. He's probably going to face 30 more by the time the election comes around. So I want to put myself in that position. But if I want to put myself in that position without also getting ground up by the Trump campaign machine, then I need to directly coordinate with Trump and say, hey, bro, I'm not threatening you. I'm not going to run if you're running, as much out of self-interest as out of any kind of loyalty. Don't worry, I'm on your side. In fact, I want to help you. In fact, I want to be your vice president. That's a smart way to play this. And it's something that the other candidates, I think, did not sufficiently take into account in this primary race. You can see Vivek is playing pretty nicely with Trump. He's reserving more of his criticism for the number 2 candidate, Ron DeSantis, and it seems to have benefited him in the polls. The Trump campaign is brutal. It is brutal. It will, especially if their candidate's way, way up right now and the candidate is running effectively as an incumbent, they're going to chew people up. So Glenn Youngkin, very smart, says he only wants to be VP. Of course, he has no designs on being president this cycle, but it's a long ways to the election, and there are a lot of indictments coming down the pike. We could end up in a situation, very plausibly end up in a situation in 2024 where the 2 candidates for the major parties are neither Biden nor Trump. Man, what a great clip that was. If you want more of those clips and episodes and Yes or No Game and 2.5-hour interviews with Horn Hat Guys and all of it, you got to ring the bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.